It's a new day, which means it's time for another Baldur's Gate 3 mod console update, so let's go over all of them. The first we have is by Miss Falania, and we have the 5e rogue subclasses, and essentially, it kind of says what it does. We add subclasses to the game such as the Swashbuckler. So, I will be doing build guides for every subclass and class you see in this video, so look forward to these coming out. But if this is what you're after, then check this one out. Car 4E6 brings us ability more, which will allow you to add +2 to each ability instead of using ability skill improvements, as it's not bound to a 20 points cap. So if you want to max out your skills as much as possible, download this one. Jerinsky brings us alt makeup, and this is basically alternative versions of the makeup you can apply to your characters. Now bear in mind, the mod maker does say that this is a replacer, so it will replace any vanilla makeups in the game, so please bear that in mind. Habsglint, who is a name you'll be very familiar with if you've seen any of these videos, has a new subclass for the Sorcerer, and this is the Arcanist. Now, this, again, we will be doing full build guides for, but as you can tell, this is a really fun looking one. All about temporary hit points, and arcane power, and arcane barrage, arcane blast. This looks like it's going to be a very fun damage dealer, and I cannot wait to dip into this one. So if you're looking for another subclass for the Sorcerer, check this out. Axie is back with 2 more photo mode mods, and the first we have is Axie's meme poses. As you can see, this is essentially what it looks like. You can bring all your favourite memes to Baldur's Gate 3. And to go alongside that one, we have Axie's hand holding poses. So if you're looking for some more romantic poses for your mods, or for your photo mode I should say, then this is probably the one for you. Beeziani brings us bags and boxes, and essentially this does what it says on the tin, brings you extra bags and boxes for your inventory. Now this will add 2 new containers full of bags and boxes to help organise your inventory, and essentially just have you keep track of everything that you pick up. So if you need some inventory management help, maybe this is what you need. Now one of the most anticipated mods, or classes in general, in D&D is the Blood Hunter class that was made by Matt Mercer of Critical Role, and Lemon Soup brings us the Blood Hunter class mod. This has the 4 subclasses of Ghost Slayer, Lycan, Mutant, and Profane Soul, and of course we will be going over all of these. The mod maker very nicely says that levels 13 to 20 will be available in a future update, so if you like using the level 20 mod, you'll eventually be able to cap this out too. But like I said, we're going to be going over all of this, and this is another one I'm super excited to dip into. Incognito Burrito brings us the Book of Rogues 5e rogue subclasses, and essentially this puts 5 of the rogue subclasses into one mod. This is the Phantom, the Scout, the Soul Knife, the Mastermind, and the Inquisitive, and essentially these are awesome. I love playing the Scout in actual tabletop D&D. It's just so fun, so to see this finally on console is huge for me. But I'll be doing build guides for the Mastermind and the Inquisitive. I've done Phantom and Soul Knife before, so you can look forward to them in the coming days too. Char Mods brings us Char's Erin Head, and as you can see, this is a preset head that you can apply in your game that works across multiple different races. Now you can see here 4 different types across human, half-elf, elf and drow, and while you can still see that the faces do look familiar, they are still quite unique in how they've been applied to have the scars, the eyes, that sort of stuff. So if this is the sort of preset that you're looking for, you can download this right now. Bizarro Wolf brings us the Confusion Saving Throw fix, and essentially if you read the description, this fixes the confusion and how it works in the game. So on tabletop it works, you get your save at the beginning and end of the turn. This one essentially makes that the rule, so there is no double save on the first round. So if you're finding your confusion doesn't really land much, download this and it'll probably fix it. Chiz Freak brings us Conjure Animals and Summon Beasts, and this is a way of adding 16 new animals to the game that you can summon. So if you love playing your sort of summoners and you just want a plethora of new animals you can bring in, then this is probably going to be an essential mod for you to check out. Dawnstar 11 brings Dawnstar's Grimoire, and this will add 5 new cantrips and 15 new spells for multiple different classes in the game. And as you can see, the special effects on these are just tremendous. So get this one downloaded if you want to add even more spells to your list, and yeah, have fun just blasting things with some of these awesome new abilities. Mitcha 2 brings us the Death Mage, which is a new solo class you can download now. There are no subclasses to this, so bear that in mind, but essentially this is a very powerful class that we will be doing a full build guide for as per usual, and it is a lot of fun. So you can look forward to this in a few days, and as you can see, you even get power word kill. So, pretty powerful. Eidos 2 brings the Divine Dream Guardian, and essentially what this does is changes your Guardian's attire. So it will put you in the Divine robes that Skirby has modded into the game. So if you want your Dream Guardian to look a little bit more elegant, then check this one out. And speaking of Skirby, we also get the Divine Sister robe. Now, as always, there are multiple ways to summon this. You can get this from Aaron in Act 1, Quartermaster Tally in Act 2, Daphlon in Act 3, and from the tutorial chest. And this is how it looks in the photos. It's a pretty cool looking bit of setup. In game, this is how it looks. So in game, you will get a set of this, and you get the purple and the legendary versions. And if we just equipped everything, you'll see how it looks. So go through and take all of this. And as you can see, it is a really, really cool setup. So if this is exactly what you're looking for your cleric or whatever, you can download this right now. Akelka makes the list again, and this time we have more preset horns for the Dragonborn, who, honestly, there can never be enough mods for the Dragonborns, just making these look even cooler. So if this is your kind of thing and you want to just increase your Dragonborn, check this out right now. Maiden Monarch brings us more dice you can play with, and this time we get the Frostbite dice, and I'm a sucker for anything sort of ice looking. I think it's one of the best aesthetics you can get. So this is a must have for me personally, and you can always add it to your virtual dice collection now. Oglick brings one of the most unique new mods to the game, and that is the Ghost class. Now, as you can see, you can pretty much be a ghost as a class. You get lots of ghostly forms and all sorts, and this is going to be so much fun to look into. So you can look forward to this guide coming in the next few days. Tomato Soup adds a simple but effective mod that basically adds 10 mithril ore from Grim to your inventory as a 100% drop rate. So if you want to make a bunch of different stuff, now you can. Eclipse 5EX is back once again, and this time we have Moon redesigned. So this is again another preset head that you can download now. So yeah, never enough, and Eclipse always does amazing mods. So rest assured that this one is just as good. We come back to Modesur, who is back with November heads, and this is 6 feminine heads that you can download now. All very, very unique. And maybe this is going to give you the inspiration you need to start up your second or 22nd run of the game. Posa Libre is back with Strange Tieflings, and this is time for 7 presets, as you can see here, that you can bring to your Tieflings. Now, as you can see, very, very different once again, all very, very unique and very, very good. So again, if Tieflings are your jam and you just love playing them, or you need some inspiration for your next run, download this one now. Swiss Fred 57 brings us Raphael's bed story, and I'm not going to spoil this too much by dipping into it. If this is something that appeals to you, check this out yourself. But essentially, this is a way of being able to embarrass Raphael by getting some secrets. Again, I'm not going to give you too much here. If this sounds like something you want to look into or be interested in, then check the mod out because it deserves it. But just know this now exists out there. Hyperspaced Tau brings a mod that now will add 40 lines and reactions to you sitting with the Astarion in camp. It's that simple. So if you want more Astarion in your life, you want him to recognise that you're actually sitting on his stool opposite him, you can get this now. J. Radicus brings us the Vestments of Unyielding Radiance, and while these are items added to the game, you do not just get them simply like you would a lot of the other mods. No, for these you have to find them. Now, how do you find them? By following the clues. There is no quest, nothing like that. You will receive a note, and it will tell you how to find them, and you have to go and do it. If you come to the description, you'll see that there are different pieces you can obtain. So if we scroll down, there is the longsword, we have the shield, the amulet, the ring, the fusing ring, the helmet, the gloves, the cloak, and the chest armor, as well as the boots. So bear that in mind, but if you want to get them all immediately, you can go to tutorial chest, so bear that in mind. To see it, this is how it looks. And this is how it looks in game. You can see it's a pretty nice looking set. You've even got the sword on the back here. If we come into the tab, just to check out some of the stats, you will see it's all about your radiant damage. Each turn you gain 30 temporary hit points. Armor wise, AC of 14, you and your allies gain a +1 to armor class and resistance to necrotic, and enemies become resistant to radiant damage. Sets your AC to 20, your strength 20. You have things here like you see, proficiency with shields, land critical hits with a weapon, we deal more damage. And with the shield accuracy, +2 to armor class and all sorts. This is just a very awesome looking and solid piece of equipment. And finally, Pommel Strike brings us Wind Weaver, and as you can see, this is an awesome looking sword. You can see here where you can get it. You can get it from Tutorial Chest, Volo, Lady Esther Dannon, Quartermaster Tally, Skittle the Rat, Sorceress Sundries, basically so many different places. And this has so many awesome looking features on it. In game, this is how it's looking. And you'll see it here on my back. As I said, this has so many lots of cool features. We have the wind sort of razor glaive, just like that, which is awesome looking. Like, this thing has some really good special effects on it. So again, if this seems like your kind of thing, such as this little zap here, then check this out now while you can. And that is every mod that has just been added to consoles on Baldur's Gate 3. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and a huge thank you to all the mod makers for all the hard work you do. If you haven't already, please drop this episode a like, helps me tremendously, and check the mods out because there's a lot of hard work gone into them and they're all so awesome. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as well. I've got more guides to Baldur's Gate, to Path of Exile 2, Sacred 2 Remaster, Dragon Age, Elden Ring, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, Elden Ring, Night Rain, basically all the amazing RPGs you could ever need. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.